How does karma clearing work? Well, karma is a very subtle matter that, we may say, infiltrates your soul and spirit, and it obscures its purity, its naturalness, its transparency, its brightness and bliss, because your soul and spirit are intrinsically pure in their inherent and ideal state. They have the qualities of infinite bliss and knowledge and love. But karma is that which pollutes not only your soul and spirit, but all of your forms of consciousness. It's a highly complex work. So karma has different effects on your soul, your spirit, and all other forms of consciousness. Essentially, we can see karma as a certain blockage or obscuration. So physically, it may produce various pains, congestions, chronic illnesses. Etherically, it blocks your nadis, energy channels, also meridians for the life energy to flow through. But in a higher sense, nadis are of great multitude, of so many qualities, so many functions that operate through you. In the emotional body, karma is encountered as unhappiness and frustrations over desires that cannot be fulfilled. In the mental body, it manifests as problems that have no solutions yet, or life issues that can't be resolved despite many attempts. So the same way, each of the forms of consciousness that you have are affected by karma or pollution. Now, more precisely, how the karma clearing works in the divine Marga path is that typically when a person reaches level of consciousness 850, also known as divine love or divine union, the entrance into the divine, this is where we do individually a reading, attunement, activation of the soul seed mantra. Majority of our students, of course, haven't reached that stage yet, although there is quite a few who have, and they're already progressing very well along the way of clearing the karma. But majority haven't reached that stage yet. So when a person has received the soul seed mantra, they have a technique, and after receiving it, then they can start doing this work more independently. So we bring that light and we send it down via the channels of light, which are aimed at clearing the karma of the soul, and the channels of sound, which are aimed at clearing the karma of your spirit, thus allowing you to align more and more soul and spirit, sound and light to the divine light and sound stream, upon which your soul and your spirit ride upwards. This great purifying light, Jan also mentioned it as a spiritual fire. Then it travels down from the top via all the channels of each of your vehicles of consciousness. And as it travels down, it starts to cleanse those impurities, pollution. it starts to filter, unblock, clear, and cleanse. This also requires a great collaboration with, specifically for this reason and purpose, guides for your soul and your spirit. Because these guides are experts at doing this work on the higher planes. So as the light pours down through the channels of sound and the channels of light for your soul and your spirit, it starts to clear things up. This clearing happens for each of your vehicles of consciousness to a certain extent, and every attempt, every meditation is different, it's unique. And during each meditation, accordingly to what is most optimal, certain parts of karma are cleared. This is a very highly complex work on the inner planes because, as you know, there are many planes of existence. You can familiarize with them with our divine cosmology. And you have many forms of consciousness within each of those planes of existence. It is not as simple as the traditional non-dual teachings. Just realize the self, anything else doesn't matter. Things are not as simple as they can be portrayed. Although non-dual teachings can be beneficial for certain realizations, but as we know, neither they give complete range of realizations. And for this purpose, of course, those of you who have been with us longer, I have spoken about different degrees of the self. Neither non-dual teachings actually work much on clearing the karma. So there are only a few masters who have greater attainment in this regard. And this can be seen at our research done about various spiritual teachers. On our website, you can read more about it. So I had to say this so that we have a broader perspective. People tend to simplify things, or they take karma clearing as, for example, as emotional healing. And my karma is clearing and I'm healing yes, you are healing your emotional body, which is just one of the lower four bodies, lower four forms of consciousness. So yes, you're working on that bit only to a certain extent. Or some say, okay, I overcame my mental blockages and I realized this and that. Yes, this is the mental body karma clearing at that level, at that extent. So therefore, at Divine Marga, we focus on a much, much broader perspective, much, much larger picture, and much, much greater depth of karma clearing. Continuing with how karma is cleared, when this specific light is sent through the channels of sound and light, then they start to purify. I like to say that it's like the light shines down through a magnifying glass and it becomes more focused as this light descends, and it starts to burn through the pockets of karma. Various pockets of karma are so many at so many levels that they create these blockages. If we say that nadis, your energy channels, are like plumbing pipes, then some of them are blocked. Water doesn't flow through. Or some of them are so rusted that when you turn on the tap, you have brown water flowing. Probably everyone has experienced that. When you have no water for a bit and you open it up, brown water flows, not pure. So we can use various analogies to understand the need of purification. And when karma clears, you feel lighter. You feel that something has resolved, something has cleared. Many people say that they were not even aware that it was there, or life moved on so long time ago, but those specific blockages remained. And even though life moves on and you don't care about it anymore, it's still there. And when we do the karma clearing work, then it comes back and we clear through it. And then, oh, okay, some long, long past things have cleared. So every one of you is at a specific, what we call ground state of soul and spirit, to which degree your karma is complete and cleared. So ground state means at which degree your soul and spirit have fully cleared the karma at the bottom. So there's nothing below that. This is the ground state of karma for the soul and the spirit. It is not your LOC. This is not your level of realization, what you realize, or how much you have shifted your identity. That's completely not the case. The ground state of your soul and spirit is that degree to which your karma is cleared. To find that out, again, it's a bit complex. It requires an individual private session and looking specifically where your soul and your spirit is in this regard. Once karma clears, we specifically aim it with our intentions to clear what can be cleared at the higher levels, mid-levels, lower regions, but most importantly, to clear at the bottom, at the ground state, so that you can start getting lifted up. And when you clear all the karma in relation to this planet Earth, the solar system, to put it simply, the first major clearing is to finish all off in Pinda, the biophysical universe, which is connected still to 4D, 5D, and 6D consciousness as the main consciousness as such. Again, this is a highly complex topic, but Pinda means a biophysical reincarnation, not only on Earth, but even in other advanced civilizations, which may be there. So this is again whole different subject, but there can be very advanced beings who do have a physical body, even though their consciousness is way more than usual human consciousness as such. So clearing karma from Pinda is already quite a big job. And then Anda, and then Brahmanda, and then you get ready to leave the whole universe, our universe, Brahmanda. You clear the karma in Brahma Jyoti, which is the light of Lord Brahm, the awareness, the light of awareness that created this whole universe. You clear the karma from that region, and then you enter Par Brahmanda, the pure spiritual abodes, way, way beyond it. There's a saying that the average Par Brahmanda resident is much more pure in character than even the gods and goddesses of Brahmanda. Because gods and goddesses of Brahmanda, they have a dualistic character. As you know, they all have beautiful qualities and then reversed opposite qualities. So this is a high-level overview of karma clearing, and it will go into more details in my upcoming book. We will dive into many more details on this great subject. And this work is large. It requires quite many years, in best case, or many lifetimes actually, as all major world traditions know, Buddhism and Hinduism and Jainism and Sikhs and so on, all these different religions, they know that clearing karma is a big job. It can be thousands of lifetimes. And so I wanted to summarize how we do it at Divine Marga, a multi-layer, multi-level, comprehensive approach. Therefore, it is also very efficient because the way we do it is highly precise. Now, I know many, many other ways of doing it slower. I know many, many other ways that will take you lifetimes and lifetimes and hours of chanting and years of karma yoga and so many other ways that you will move just a little bit forward. It works. All these other practices, they work, but only in this way or that way, or for this purpose or that purpose, clearing this specific thing here or that specific thing here, but not the whole thing. And it's very, very rare to encounter a comprehensive approach, integral approach of clearing karma. This is why we use many techniques combined together from many different yoga lineages. Putting it all together, it becomes very precise and highly effective way of clearing it. So this is why our students are moving at immense speeds in a very smooth way. Some of them, of course, have more challenges, others much less, and others experience more and more bliss. So various experiences come along in this beautiful, great work.